Okay, good evening once again, members. I'm Teacher Emmanuel Kakuba, and I will be taking you through English. And for today's topic, we are to handle pronouns. And as you can see on my screen, Yaaka DN is providing services. Please do subscribe to get a full package of these trainings. So I start with Stacy. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Stacy. Members, can I be heard? Am I being heard anyway?
Yes, you are.
Okay, Jovan. Bridget and Jovan, I don't know who. Is it Bridget or Jovan? Sophie? 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 Hope Carol? Hope? Members, is it the network disturbing you or I cannot be heard?
We can hear you.
Ayak?
Yes.
Okay, could you read on my screen?
Pronouns. What is a pronoun?
It is what is a pronoun? So now I wish Hope Carol could answer that. Hope Carol, what is a pronoun? By show of hands, could someone answer that question? What is a pronoun? By show of hands. Hope Carol.
How do I say that you're giving the answer?
Bridget and Jovan.
Teacher, a pronoun is a part of a speech used to replace a noun.
This is Bridget?
Yes.
Okay, could you repeat, please?
I've said that a pronoun is a part of a speech used to replace a noun.
Okay, thank you. Is there any other person with a different answer? Any other person with a different answer? Okay, this is the definition. They are words that replace nouns. Pronouns mean for a noun. So pro is for and noun. So these are words that support nouns. Where nouns are not pronoun substitutes. So another person can say these are words or these are parts of speech that substitute nouns. So for that note, wherever you find like in a sentence, it is in English language, it is not advisable to repeat a noun several times. So to avoid repeating these nouns, we do substitute them with pronouns. Okay, I have a photo here on my screen. Is it visible? Is my screen, the screen visible to you? Hello, members. Stacy. Stacy. Elizabeth.
Yes, please.
Is my screen visible to you?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you read on my screen?
Yes.
Okay. I think all the others can read on my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So please look through this. This photo will be used, this screen will be used to answer different questions as we go on. So we have the different kinds of pronouns, and please master them so that when we go to the next part, you are better. You will understand better. I'm selecting Jovan to read, please. Is it Bridget or Jovan? Bridget. Hello, Bridget. Okay. So pronouns are of different kinds. So we have personal pronouns, we do have possessive pronouns, we have reflective pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, and interrogative pronouns. So all these have different functions and they occupy different places in a sentence. So when formulating a sentence, be careful where you place a given pronoun. So we start with one. We start with personal pronouns. Please, someone ready to read on my screen? Someone ready? Elizabeth, can you read?
Yes.
Yes, please do.
Personal pronouns are pronouns we normally use instead of nouns referring to person, stroke people. They may be subjects, comma objects.
Okay, thank you. So these ones, when we are referring to people, persons, so that's when we use personal pronouns. These pronouns occupy the subject and object positions. So I wish to explain what is a subject position and what is an object position. For example, when you say, when a pronoun starts a sentence, that is the subject position. The subject is the doer of the action, whereas the object is the sufferer of the action. Hope we are following that. Please, members, could you respond? Are you following?
Yes.
Okay. So a sentence must have a subject and at the same time must have an object. So the doer of the action, these pronouns only occupy and they only occupy that position. So you can, for example, you can't say I is an object position, a subject position. It cannot go to object position. It is only you that can occupy both positions. I will beat you and you are a good boy. So you can occupy both positions, but you can't say Peter beat I. That is a wrong sentence. You can't say she slapped I. No, so I does not fit in the object position. It only occupies the subject position. The same as the word me, the pronoun me. So me only occupies the object position. It cannot occupy the subject position. You cannot say me is going to beat you. So me is going to beat you. It is a wrong sentence because the word me, the pronoun me, cannot occupy the subject position. It is only object specific pronoun. Are we following? Okay. I go on. We go to possessive pronouns. Before I go to possessive pronouns, personal pronouns, as explained, they are only pronouns that deal with people. I'm going to start now. By show of hands, could you tell me examples of pronouns that talk about people? Hope? Bridget? I tell S Christine plus. Hamid Feso? Patience? Stacy? Members, give examples of pronouns that deal with people, that deal with persons. Hello, members. Yes, Bridget. Bridget, I can see your hand up.
He, she, they, her.
Okay. Thank you. Correct. Hamid Feso. Hamid Feso. Okay. So here we have I, that is a person, a personal pronoun. We have you, we have he, we have she, we have we have you, they, me, you, him, her, us, you, them. Mine, yours, his, hers, ours, yours, and theirs. Myself, yourself, himself, herself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. Mine, your, his, hers, ours, and yours, and finally, there. So those are personal pronouns. And when you can see here, we have object, we have subject. So in here, the object, rather the subject, these ones, I'm going to be explaining more about them when we as we go on. Okay. The second is possessive pronouns. These they give meaning or belonging to. In fact, they are used to give more information about a noun. Possessive pronoun. These they show belonging. To whom or to who does something belong? Or let's say you have found a pen and you ask, whose pen is this? So if it is yours, you say it is mine. If it is for Jane, you say it is hers. If it is for Peter, you say it is his. If it is for Peter and Jane, you say it is theirs. If it is for Peter, Jane, and Mary, you can say it is yours, or it is your, or it is our, or it is ours. So those are possessive pronouns are pronouns that show belonging. To whom does something belong to? Yeah. So if I go back to our table here, we have possessive. They are here. Yourself. This is reflexive. It is here. Mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, yours, and theirs. So these are, they are possessive pronouns. Next, we have reflexive. Is there any question, members? Anyone with a question? Okay. I will go on. We have reflexive pronoun. These, they show when self or selves is added to a pronoun. So when you see any pronouns having self on or selves is a reflexive pronoun. A reflexive pronoun is when you are talking about yourself, or him. He's talking about himself, or herself, or itself. This shows that the action done by the subject turns back or reflects back upon the subject. So the doer, it means what the doer does comes back to him. So like I slapped Jane myself. So the word myself refers to the person who slapped Jane. That is the I, the pronoun I. Or you can say Mary kicked John herself. So Mary kicked John herself, or Peter did the homework himself, or they did the activity themselves. So it shows, it goes back to the doer of a certain action. Next, demonstrative. So demonstrative, as the word states, they demonstrate, they show. They point out the objects to which they refer, e.g., this, that, these, those, like, I like that. So demonstrate, they show where something is, or what exactly is that thing. So when you say this is a book, you are demonstrating, you're giving information about a noun. So this is a book. Whose book is this? Whose pen is that? Whose child are these? Whose food is that? And those and these. So these demonstrative pronouns, they demonstrate, they show or point out the objects to which they refer. So the object, let's say, the object is something that is being talked about. So if you said, whose pen is this? The pen is the object, and this is a demonstrative pronoun. So this refers to the pen. So it gives clarity. It points out whose pen is. Like it shows the direction of the pen. Okay. We have indefinite pronouns. Members, I need confirmation whether you are following the lesson. Please confirm.
Yes.
Yes, teacher, we are following.
Okay, Elizabeth, are you following?
Yes.
Patience, are you following?
Yes.
Paul, are you following?
Yes.
Rachel?
Yes.
Agaba John. Agaba John. Someone with ITEL S16, are you following? Okay, I'll go on. So indefinite pronouns. These stand for something or some things, or person or persons unidentified. They do not refer to anything or any person in particular. E.g., any fool can do that. So the word any fool does not specify which fool. The word anybody does not specify which body. Any child, any boy, any girl, any student, some students. So those ones do not specify exactly the person or the thing. So the things are unidentified, but they still remain pronouns. So they are indefinite pronoun. So this indefinite pronoun, wherever you see the word any, is an indefinite pronoun. So you choose any pencil, choose any pen, choose any school you want. So the word any refers to the pronoun, but it usually goes, the word any usually it follows a noun. That is followed by a noun. So when you see the word any with a noun, it means that is an indefinite pronoun, does not specify the person or the thing that is being talked about. Okay. Next, we have interrogative pronouns. They ask questions. The words are who, whom, whose, which, what, and why. So these are interrogative pronouns. These, they ask questions. So these are the words we use when we are asking questions. So sometimes, for example, when I can use who, let me choose someone to give me an example. Bridget, please give me an example of a sentence with the word who, with the pronoun who. Bridget, please. Maybe she's not on. Hope Carol. Hope Carol. Ndaisaba Elizabeth.
Who is that person?
Who is that? Who is that person? So it is interrogative. It wants it inquires. It is inquisitive. You request for information, for clarity. Who is that person? So I go to Patience.
Is the
Hello,
one
Patience.
whose wife is always
Pardon, please.
on time.
Pardon, Patience. Patience. Okay, Paul. Hello, Paul.
Yes.
Yes, use the second one. Whom? We use the interrogative pronoun whom to make the sentence.
Whom are you looking?
Sorry?
Whom are you looking for?
Okay. Uh, do we use whom are you looking for or who are you looking for? Pardon? Paul, could someone
Yes.
explain to us more about that? Patience, what's the difference between who and whom? So here they are saying who should be used to refer to the object of a verb or preposition. When in doubt, try this simple trick. If you can replace the word with he or she, use who. If you can replace it with him or her, use whom. Who should be used to refer to the subject of a sentence. Have you got the difference? Hope your message in the group is correct. That sentence is correct. So I repeat this definition of whom and who. Who should be used to refer to the object of a verb or a preposition. When in doubt, try this simple trick. So if you are confused of whether to use who and whom, see whether in the place of whom you can in the place of who, rather you can substitute that whom or who with he or she. If it can be substituted, then that is a who. If you substitute him or her, that is a whom. Who should be used to refer to the subject of a sentence. So the subject, remember, it is the doer of the action, and the object is the sufferer of the action. So whom are you looking for is not the real correct one, because so if you say her or him, so whom, it is like he is looking for you. So he is the subject, or she is looking for him. So that is the subject. So the him goes to the end and her goes to the end. That means whom is always in the object. So, but referring to the subject. With whom. So the word with whom, when you say with whom did you go to town? So with whom, the word whom, it refers to this person that he went with to the town. So it is referring to the subject. Okay. I think I should go on. Okay, so we have a table here. So on this table, we have the persons of pronouns. We have first person, we have second person, we have third person, male, third person, female. We have third person thing, first person plural, first person singular, and the second person plural. So all those. So remember, pronouns can undergo singular and plural. So I think, is it okay if we interacted in here? Please, Bridget, unmute your audio. Bridget, unmute so that we can talk. Bridget, are you on? Okay, Hope Car, are you on? Elizabeth, are you on?
Yes.
Okay. Please keep your mic unmuted so that we can talk. Elizabeth, could you unmute, please?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So we have our table here. We have first person, and first person I goes with the subject pronouns. So can you formulate a sentence with the pronoun I? Elizabeth,
Yes, please.
could you formulate a sentence with the word I?
Okay. I will go to school today.
I will go to school today. Thank you. So to substitute the word I, you put Bridget, you put Elizabeth. So if it is I talking about you, it is Elizabeth will go to school today. But if Bridget is talking about herself, she doesn't have to repeat her name. So she will say, I will go to town today. So I go, Bridget, could you deal with me? Object pronouns. Me? I'm waiting. Hope Carol. Patience. Pearl.
Yes.
Thank you. Could you use the word me in a sentence?
He gave me a gift.
He gave me a gift. So he is, you can see it is third person male. Then me is first person object pronoun. That is a correct sentence. So he gave me a gift. That sentence has got two objects. I don't know whether you fully understand what a project, a subject and an object are. Do you fully understand that?
Yes.
Members, you do?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So when you say he gave me a gift, the word me is an object and the word gift is also an object. So for those, please go find out what is a direct object. Are you writing? Please write what is a direct object and what is an indirect object. So when we are formulating sentences, there are those verbs that require two objects. So the me, he gave me, the me and the gift are two objects, and one is indirect and the other is direct. Please find out what the difference between those two and why do we have two objects in one sentence. Okay, I go to Pearl, please. Pearl,
Yes.
could you use the word mine in a
Yes.
sentence? I'm waiting.
The book she used was mine.
The book she used was mine. Thank you. So the word mine is possessive, referring to whom does the book belong. So the book she used was mine. That is a correct sentence. So mine is an object pronoun. Okay, I go to the other person who is Rachel. Hello, Rachel.
Yes.
Yes, please. Could you use the word myself in a sentence?
I love myself.
I love myself. Do you?
Yes.
Okay. So I love myself is the correct sentence. So myself is referring to the doer of the action. The doer here in that sentence, I love myself, the doer is I, and the word myself, the pronoun myself refers to the I. So what does she do? She loves herself. So if it is me talking about her, I will say Rachel. Is it Rachel? Rachel loves herself. Yes, I would say Rachel loves herself. If it is another person, I would say uh, Mary. Let's say I'm with Mary, so I will say you love yourself so much. So you love yourself. I'm the second. I'm talking to the second person. Then I would also say, Mary, did you know that Peter loves himself very much? So I'm with Mary talking about Peter. That Peter is third person. So I'm going to explain about first person, second person, and third person. I need two people, two volunteers to unmute, then we talk. I'm going to demonstrate first person, second person, and third person, please. Could two people unmute, please? Yes, Stacy, the next. Yes, Hope, and the next. I need the third. Yes, I have Stacy, Rachel, and Hope. So now, if in first person, I talk about I, everything that's related to me, that is first person. Even the word you can see here in the third last column, we have we, us, our, ours, and ourselves. So that is first person. First person is when, let's say, I love myself, and when I'm seated with the when I'm seated with Carol.
Yes.
Let's say we are together, seated together. Yes.
Yes.
How do we say like the two of us? I love myself. Can you turn that sentence to the two of us? I love myself.
We love ourselves.
Thank you. So that is the first person. The we, where the speaker is involved, that is first person. I, me, mine, ours, our, us, we, that is first person. Now I got second person. So second person is when I am with the, I am here standing, then I'm talking to Hope Carol. Hope Carol. Hope Carol,
Yes.
how are you?
Yes. I'm fine.
Hope,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm fine.
Now, Hope, did you know that Stacy attends the meetings?
Yes.
So did you know? That means it is I talking, but talking to another person who is next to me. So I'm talking to that person directly. So that is second person. So we take this into the rumor mongering stuff. So rumor mongering is when which I'm talking to myself when I call someone to talk about to tell her something. That is the second person. So second person, the first person talks to the second person, and the second person the you. So we have pronouns that belong to you. We have you. We have you. You there are two. Could pretty. Hello, pretty. She has run off. Uh, she has run off rather. Stacy,
Yes, teacher.
could you tell me the difference between you and you?
You and you.
Yes.
Mm, Like you can mean the first you can mean like if I'm saying, you girl, can you give me back my book? Then the other you, I don't really know what it stands for, but at least I know that the first two I can say you give me my book, because here I see that you in the second you in objective pronouns, and then it's the first person, not second person. Then second you in the second person in pronouns, it stands for you again. So that one I don't know what it means.
Okay. Patience, could you help us here? What is the difference between you and you? Patience? Let me give an example here. Okay. Okay, can someone read on my screen?
You are a good boy. You are a good boy.
Yes. Yes. So,
You are a good
Hope.
boy.
Okay, Hope.
Yes.
Can you now give the difference here?
Yes.
Please go on.
You, the first you is meaning a single boy, and the second is meaning a group of boys.
That is very correct. So all members get to know when you find there are two U's, that means one is singular, the other is plural. Like what the other person gave as an example, you girl, bring back my sandal. So when you say you girl, that is means it is one person. When you say you girls, bring back my sandals, those are many. Yeah. So when we say, now I'm going to ask another question here. Now the other question is, so we have this sentence here. Could someone read it, please? Someone read this sentence, please.
You look good.
You look good. Thank you. So this sentence, who read this?
Pearl.
Paul. Could you give me the difference? Like, what does this person mean exactly? Is this person referring to one person or many people?
The person might be referring to one person, can be referring to one person or many people.
Thank you. That is very correct. So, you look good can also be singular and plural. So that's why I gave you, there are two U's, and even you are, that's why how you know the difference is when you go to this. You can see here there is you, yours, and yourself. And the plural of this is here. You, your, yours, and yourself, yourselves. Do you see the difference here? Second person plural is you. Second person singular is you. Have you gotten the difference? Members, do you get the difference?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
As I'm winding up, I go back to
Yes.
to the third person now. Third person is when I'm seated with the Hope Carol, and now Patience passes by. Are you getting the scenario I'm creating?
Yes.
I'm seated with Hope Carol, and the Patience passes by. So I will talk to Carol. Carol, that girl, she's a good girl. You get that? I will say, she is a good girl. He is a good boy. She is a tall boy. So, or he is a tall boy, or it is a good tree. So it means the first person and second person, the third person is not there. There, you just talk about it. It is not within the context. You're just talking about that third person. It involves he, she, and it. And in our table here, you can see that we have the third person male and third person female, then third person a thing. We have he, she, it, him, her, it. Remember, these ones they always appear at the end of the sentence, and these ones appear at the beginning of the sentence. So this one cannot appear at the beginning. You can't say him a good boy. No, you can't say her dresses well. No, you say she dresses well. He puts on well. It is a good stick. This one can go into both. So you go to the possessive where we have his, her, and its. Please, people confuse these two. I'm going to write here some two most commonly mistaken things. One is there. Sorry, there. Then there is there. There is its. It's. Could you read on my screen, please?
There.
Go on.
There are. I am. It's. It's.
So when I'm explaining, there is there. This is their book. This is a pronoun. Then there, this means a place. I went there yesterday. I went at their home yesterday. So I went at their home, you use this. Are you seeing my cursor?
Yes.
I went at their home. So I went at their home, you use this. So when you say, I went there, referring to a place, you use this. When you say, this is the short form of I am. Can you read on my screen? Are you seeing what I'm writing on my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I am, this am is the short form of I am. So this I am is just a helping verb, like what we have, we have is, we have was, we have has, and have, and the other. You get the point? So never mistake am for this one. So this is a helping verb. When you say you write this in a sentence and you say am good, this is correct. So you don't say I'm good. So this is wrong because it is missing a subject here, subject which is I. So you either say I'm good like that. So this is the correct form, but it is a contraction. Then it's, so the word it's, this one is a pronoun, and this one is the word it plus is. Is, you remember, it is a helping verb. You get it clear? Are we together? Hello, members.
Yes.
We are together there.
Yes.
Okay. I think I'm winding up. Please, we have lots of words. So the activity is please go and formulate a sentence having each of these from I to themselves. So formulate a sentence having all these. So it means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times 5. Formulate those sentences and please share either on my WhatsApp or on my email and in the group also. I'm going to share this information in the WhatsApp group. Please read through and get a better understanding. So that marks the end of our lesson. Good evening. Is there anyone with a question? Okay, so the lesson is done. Have a nice evening.